All right, we're going to do a short review of some percent stuff today, and I want to start with something very basic. What does 31% mean? Yeah, it does mean 31 out of 100. It's important to just understand the idea of what a percent is. But I also want to give you a couple of shortcuts. Because if you can understand this idea of 10%, for example, what's 10% of 80? You just move the decimal one place to the left, and it's 8. So if you know that, what would 10% of 47 be? 4.7. Which means, for example, let's say that I had a very basic sale problem at the store. Let's say that there was a $50 hoodie that is 30% off. And I wanted to know what the sale price is. Well, all I have to do is first find 10% of the hoodie. 10% of 50 is 5, right? So 30% would have to be 15. 3 times 5. So your sale price would be 50 minus the 15, which is $35. Everybody should be able to do that type of calculation in your head in the store. 10%, remember, 10%, you just move the decimal one place. All right? Now, we have a few different types of situations tonight that we have to deal with. And the first one that I want to deal with is the percent of change. If they ask you to find the percent of change, it's just a calculator problem. It's going to be the change divided by the original. So let's look at this example problem. This is how they're going to look in your homework. They're going to give you an original number, like 20. And then they're going to give you some kind of new number, like 23. And then they're going to say, find the percent of change. So if you look what I wrote up here, the first thing we got to find out is how much did it change? How much did it change? This one's easy. Isn't it 3? So it changed by 3. That goes on top. However much it changed is just a subtraction problem. You can use your calculator if the numbers are uglier. All right? Divided by the original number. So this is just a basic calculator problem. You grab your calculator, try it. 3 divided by 20. I'll do it here for you. 3 divided by 20. And you get 0.15. So 0.15 would be a 15% change. When you get this decimal, move the decimal 2 places back to the right. That would be a 15%. And wouldn't this be an increase? Because they ask you to tell if it's an increase or decrease. So on all those percent of change problems, all you do is you subtract these two numbers, all right, and then you put it there. And then you divide it by the original number. Just trust the process. It works every time, all right? So another type of problem. Find the sales tax and the total price. So let's say that you have a shirt and the shirt is $28.99. And the tax is, we'll use our local tax. I think it's either 7 or 7.25%. And they want to know what's the sales tax and what's the total price. This is a very simple calculator problem. If you ever want to find a percentage of a number, if I want to know 7.25% of $28.99, all you have to do is move the decimal 2 places to the left on the percent, move it 2 places to the left, which would make it 0.0725. Not 0.725, that'd be like 72% tax. That'd be really bad. 0.0725 times $28.99. Okay, grab your calculator. Let's try that. 0.0725 times our regular price, which is $28.99. That number, and by the way, we're going to round it to the nearest cent, which is where this 0 is. So this would be $2.10. And that is the tax. Now, if they ask you for the final price, don't put $2.10. That's the tax. The final price is going to be the original price plus the tax. All right? So you got to add these two together. $31.09. So those are the tax problems. Multiply, move the decimal 2 places, multiply, and then add it on. What if it's a discount problem? I think this is the other type of problem. Find the discount and the final or the sale price. This is still just a basic calculator problem. All right, you go to American Eagle and there's a shirt you like for $35. The discount, which remember that means there's a sale, is 35% off. And we want to know the sale price. Well, if you have a calculator in your hands, this is easy. Move the decimal 2 places, which is going to be 0.35. In this case, the shirt is also 35. So this is just basic calculator problem. 0.35 times 35. Do that on your calculator. Did you get $12.25? Is that the sale price of the shirt? No. This is the discount. Boy, that'd be a nice sale if the shirt was only $12.25. You need to do 35 minus the $12.25. All right, to get the sale price, which is going to be $22.75. That is the sale price. All right, so make sure you understand the difference. On discount problems, you're going to wind up subtracting. On tax problems, you're going to wind up adding. All right, make sure you understand the difference between the two. All right. So, what if you have a problem, this will be our last problem, that has both a discount and tax? All right, let's say the hoodie is $40, 10% off, 6% tax. How would you find the final price? This is a two-step problem. All right, you're going to have to do first 0.10 times 40, which we know that we can do that one in our head. That's going to be $4. That's going to be a $4 discount. But then we have to subtract that from 40. We get 36. That's the sale price. You calculate the tax on the sale price, not the original. So now you need to do 36 times 0.06 on your calculator to get the tax. 36 times 0.06 will give us the tax on the shirt, $2.16. That's the tax. Now we need to add that to the sales price of 36, and the final price is $38.16. All right, and that should get you rolling on your assignment for tonight, working with percents.